Justin, we're going to do an overview of Just Cause 3, but bad news, they edited out all the stunts and explosions.
Oh, what? Oh, no. Hey, wait a minute.
Just kidding. There's more stunts and more explosions than there's ever been. I like that guy that, like, leaps out of his car. Like, yay, an explosion. Cool, bye.
Wait, come back, Stephen Baldwin. Help me.
We can't. This is Just Cause 3. It's out today, and it is, Justin, so many damn stunts, so many damn explosions. I'm going to show off a few of my favorites. This is sort of my stunt highlight reel, I guess you could call it. That's not actually true, because this is early on in the game, and I've found more and more hilarious ways to off people and vehicles and buildings and shit.
Joel seems to be still pretty upset about how Last of Us shook out, and he's taking it out on everybody.
Wow, that is kind of...
it kind of looks exactly like Joel from Last of Us.
Maybe a little bit. So yeah, you got your usual stuff. You got your grappling hook, you got your parachute. You can use those in tandem. You've also got a wingsuit, which adds another sort of much needed layer to traveling around, because now you can hook shot to something, build momentum, and then whip out your parachute and turn that into upward momentum. And then you can wingsuit, which basically just lets you fly. You can't really get much up, so you have to do the usual grappling hook parachute stuff to gain more elevation, to sort of fuel your wingsuit. But like locomotion, they have completely nailed. Also, I mean, you can use your grappling hook to connect cars and send them flying into the air like that, or connect a helicopter to the ground and then force it to retract and crash land. And all that stuff is like really, really great. It's absolutely the best thing in the game. Here I'm doing a twofer, getting rid of that car while also tearing a billboard down.
Nice.
Got a helicopter there. I'm just gonna whip up to that one and take it. Like this is the bread and butter of Just Cause, and it's like it's as good as it's ever been. And you have a lot of freedom for how you want to do stuff. Like I was just doing this on rails mission, and I was getting bored with it, so I zipped away from my car, and instead of like saying, "Oh, you're too far from your car, you failed," it just let me be in this helicopter and tear shit up like that. And I really appreciate that.
My problem with Just Cause 2 was that, as fun as the sandbox was, the missions themselves left a lot to be desired. Has that been your experience so far?
So, yes. Unfortunately, the story missions aren't so super great. I think I'm actually maybe a little bit more down on Just Cause 3 than most of the reviews that I've seen. Here's me wingsuiting. Really good job, I thought.
Yeah, more like wing pooting.
That's not bad. Because like you mentioned, that is still a remaining problem. Like the missions in Just Cause 3, like they sometimes give you pretty like fun ways to execute the dumb improvisation that makes the game so great. But I could do that like not in a mission whenever I want to.
Right.
The much bigger problem, well, there's two problems that I have with it. First of all, you can see I've got this checklist now on the left side of the screen now that I've come to this area, and I've got to liberate this area. And the way that I do that is by taking out everything that's on that list. And when you first fly into an installation, like that's exciting. Like I see this water tower, I'm like, I'm gonna fuck that up, and I did fuck that up, and it was tight. There's just all kinds of stuff whenever you fly into one of these new places, and just the possibilities are limitless. Like, oh, I'm gonna shoot rockets at that, but the next one, maybe I might shoot a grappling hook onto it and just like tear it out of the sky. And then that one, maybe I'll attach a mine to a dude and then zip line that dude into the fuel tank. Or maybe I'll just rip that fuel tank up and turn it into a big missile. Like, it's exciting, and you can do all that stuff, and it's great. What's less exciting is when there's only like two things left, and one of them is like a really little radar dish, and like hunting around for that radar dish. Now, eventually, after you take enough stuff out of a compound, the pieces start showing up on your map, but you still have to like find them. And if they're like little and you're in a gigantic installation, or like like you see those towers up in the top right, like there could be on the third floor of that a little generator, and like finding that generator, like flying around for a few minutes looking for it while tons of helicopters are shooting at you. It's not especially fun, and you have to do this for liberating towns. You're going to do this like dozens and dozens and dozens of times if you're, kind of a completionist and you want to get the bonuses for liberating entire areas. And it like, even though you're doing fun stuff to liberate them, the like hunting down stuff just got really repetitive.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a lot of. It seems counterintuitive to the spirit of Just Cause.
Like the fun stuff is like seeing what dumb stuff you can do. This is only a few hours in, and I've already, maybe this is intended, maybe this is the point. I've reached a point where like I'm looking for newer, dumber ways to do just this basic shit. Like, I have to tear down this statue of this dictator I'm trying to dethrone, so I'm going to make a Gary missile. And like it lets you do this stuff, and this is all
surface to air Gary.
Yeah, it's a surface to air Gary, and like this stuff is fun. But if I made a surface to air Gary every time I wanted to destroy one of these like important objects, the game would take me 500 hours to beat. That's very
I think
good.
you become jaded if you think this is a game of the year, just based on what I just watched.
That was great. Like that stuff, that emergent dumb stunt stuff is really, really, really good. The bigger bummer for me is actually these side missions. This one's actually kind of neat. You had to attach this magnet to your car and then drive around picking up these stones, which you would then drop in the hoop NBA Jam style. These side missions, you complete them and you get, based on how you do, 1 to 5 gears. And those gears correspond to the type of mission that you're doing. So that was a grappling hook mission. This is a flying mission. And then depending on how many you get, you earn that many gears towards that specific item's upgrade. So for instance, if I earn 5 gears in this flying mission, I'll earn upgrades for all of my flight. For that grappling hook mission, if I earn 5 gears, then I get 5 gears towards the next grappling hook upgrade, cool. Right? That's cool. Not exactly, because some of the missions are pretty lame. The much bigger problem is, like, I've spent today, for instance, looking for new grappling hook missions and new grenade missions, and the way that you find those is by liberating outposts, and you can't see the outposts on your map. When the game starts, it's just a big empty canvas for the most part, and you have to fly around actually looking for these outposts. Then once you find an outpost, it'll show you what upgrade missions it will unlock once you liberate that outpost. All of the upgrade missions also aren't available when you start. You have to liberate outposts to do them. It's like a crazy chain of things that you have to do to upgrade your gear, and then like once you find a mission and liberate it, you have to like do good on these submissions that a lot of the time aren't like super fun. But like the bigger problem is, like, I spent all day hunting for grappling hook upgrades and grenade upgrades, and like I just can't find the outposts that have them, and it's really frustrating. This is the stuff that you should be earning upgrades for. I just blew up that bridge while I was hanging off of it. That shit is dope.
Maybe they don't want to encourage you like taking out infrastructure that the people of this island need.
That's bullshit, because you learn how to do that in the tutorial. Like the stuff that is great about this game is the experimentation and the improvisation and the blowing up bridges while you're hanging off them like Batman. That shit is sick. You don't get anything for that. And yet, like, in order to get these upgrades, you have to find these outposts, free them, liberate them, which is also how you, like, earn new things that you can drop from the sky. You can get these, like, rebel airdrops. You have to liberate the outpost to do that. It's like one of the main hooks of the game, kind of that Ubisoft idea of, you know, hunting meticulously through a map and freeing all of it. And that stuff gets kind of repetitive, but not only that, like, you don't know where that stuff is or what upgrades it's going to unlock until you find it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't feel like I don't know.
But I mean, like, can you keep playing and just do it? Can you ignore all that stuff, or is it eventually going to catch up with you?
You can, but if you
just want to fool around.
If you just play story missions, you're never going to unlock the upgrades. And the upgrades do some really great shit. Like, there's one that increases your tether strength exponentially, so you can, like, tear down big cranes. Or one that gives you additional tethers, or one that gives you additional grenades and stronger grenades, and one that lets you zoom your weapons in, which you can't do when the game starts. Like, the stuff is really important, and I just hate the upgrade system. But more importantly, like, I don't know, it's just it's getting kind of repetitive, and I've only been playing for like 3 hours.
What platform are you on?
I'm on Xbox One. It's another issue, and there's maybe not great examples of this in the video, but the performance can really get pretty chuggy when there's too much stuff on screen. I've heard similar stuff about the PS4 version.
Loading is a little rough.
Loading's weird, because sometimes loading's lightning fast. Sometimes it takes like a couple minutes, which is not great performance-wise. I don't know, man. I think it's the definition of a mixed bag, because it's weird. All of the systems in the game, like locomotion, they got right. This feeling of like tearing shit apart just feels right. But then, like, the actual game systems of, like, yeah, you can tear shit apart however you want, but you have to go tear these 6 specific things apart, and you know, hunting them down can be kind of a pain. Mm-hmm. It can be really frustrating, and then, like, all the progression stuff is kind of a bummer. Like, I'm about to turn this deer into a missile, and this is the last thing I showed in the video because it's perfect. I wanted, like, when this deer goes on his voyage, I should have earned some sort of mine upgrade for
deer-shaped gun or something.
But, like, I feel like for a lot of people, this is what they want. is opportunities like this. They care less about, the game construct itself and more about this. And good news, if this is what you want, you got it, dude.
Oh, that was fantastic.